Yeah. Warning. I'm human. I might drop some spicy words. What up, everybody? It's Wednesday. It's this new comic book day. Means it's time to talk about some comic books. Been waiting all week for this. Hey, hope everybody's having a good day. Let me hit up this chat. People hanging out early. Thank you, Ruben Guzman. Appreciate it. Comic Beards Assemble, baby. Oh yeah. Rocking the blue on blue today. Mom, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for saying hi. I'll call you later. Perry Comics, what's peeping? What's popping? Good to see you. The Gray Man, hey, thanks for taking the time to say hi. DNP, baby. Morning, man. Hopefully your day's going well. It's Wednesday. It's new comic book day. Captain Comics, howdy mates, and mermaids. Hey, that's a pretty good one. Are you still stuck up? Are you still stuck in that French get up today? That was pretty good, man. Evan, hey, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. Strong beard game today. Yeah. Gotta keep that beard game strong. It's Wednesday. Speaking of Wednesday, greatest comic book show ever is tonight. Looking forward to that. Ben Compton, hey, how are you, man? Donnie the Mastodon, thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate your time. Big O, good to see you. Hey, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Average Will, thanks for being here. Yeah, like I said, it's new comic book day. It's Wednesday. I like to do a quick 10, 15, 20-minute haul going over what I'm reading. And I was up bright and early. I went out. Not as big as it get as the last 2 weeks. Like, I had some good books. I had quite a few books. And the first one I read today, which I'm really pleased with. Nothing planned for tonight. Yeah, that's usually how it goes, right? That's what makes it fun. Always got to have the comb ready, man. I like the lights too. They're kind of fun. It makes making some thumbnails easy too. Add some flair, you know. YouTube is 90. What's up, man? Great to see you. Thanks for taking the moment of your day to hang out. Let's talk comic books. First one I grabbed and I read today was Alien. This is number 2 of the original screenplay. Now, if you're a fan of the Alien franchise, you'll like that read. That's definitely worth picking up. And it's not a carbon copy. It's the original screenplay, but it's just different enough in the art that has a very different feel to it, and it's really good. I really enjoyed that one quite a bit. I'm along with that one. I'm gonna stick on that one until it's over, because I'm a huge sci-fi fan. I love the Alien franchise. I love watching the movies. I really do enjoy it. Speaking of sci-fi, I'm glad I found one of these. This is, even though it's not necessarily new, I found a copy of Reborn 1 at my LCS and at my LCS's auction a couple of weeks ago, and this was in my polls to pick up today. Glad I grabbed this. I read this morning, and this was actually pretty good. I've never read it before. I mean, like I said, I'm a huge sci-fi fan, so I really enjoyed Reborn. I'm going to be getting the rest of the issues sometime soon when I can fit that in my schedule. That was a lot of fun. And next up on the list, image-wise, Die 13. So this read I struggle with. Not because of quality, because waiting a month between each one throws me off. This is definitely going to be one, even though I collect the single issues, I'm going to have to sit down and read it in the trade form. I want to read each arc without stopping, because every time I wait a month for the next book, I just kind of feel lost. There's a lot going on in that book, so it's kind of hard for me to keep up. And I've picked up every cover A, cover B of Die. Just kept going with it. Yeah, it's a good time. Yeah, Reborn, man. 90. Reborn's good. I'm definitely going to dig further into that. And just, this is a sci-fi week. This is definitely a sci-fi week for sci-fi lovers, because Sea of Stars is back. I enjoy this quite a bit. Jason Aaron. Being a father myself, the premise of the first story arc was really good. And I stuck with it, and glad I did. Glad to see it in my box today. Really did enjoy that this morning. And probably, I'm going to have to say, my pick of the week for pure sci-fi enjoyment. Yeah, so Ruben, that's actually a great point. Let me pause and bring that up really quick. Weird that Dark Horse is still printing Alien now that Marvel owns the rights. So they actually had this original screenplay. My understanding is they had the original screenplay remake done with a comic book before that purchase took place. So they had already, everything was already set in stone for that to come out and be released. And then the sale happened. And then the book started hitting the shelf. So we won't see anything else from them after this, is my understanding. But that's a great topic to bring up there. Easily my pick of the week, though. Pure enjoyment, pure sci-fi enjoyment, was We Only Find Them When They're Dead. If you can't read that from a distance, I don't know what to tell you. But I didn't pick up any of the variants. I've got so much going on with the other portions of my collection that I just picked up the cover A. I read it. I really like the idea. I really like the premise. I really enjoyed it. And I find a lot of times with certain number ones or certain new books coming out that I don't really kind of enjoy the color palette. There's a lot of bright colors, neons, and kind of like pastels and stuff like that in outer space. And I don't know, maybe that's just their way of creating this world for us. And I say that Sea of Stars is like that as well too, but they're just creating that world for us. And give me a couple of issues and I'll really start enjoying the color palette. But this was a really fun read. This is my pick of the week. Pure sci-fi enjoyment. I mean, dude, dead gods. They're carving them up using the dead gods for supplies. Oh, come on. You guys got to check it out if you're sci-fi fans. If you're not a sci-fi fan, maybe borrow a copy from a buddy. Maybe thumb through it at your LCS, see what you think about it. But that's my pick of the week. I really enjoyed that. And then still picking up Batman. Still piling them up so I can sit down and I can read that whole run without stopping. I almost feel bad for not reading it just yet, but I do want to sit down and just read that without stopping. It's like I said, sometimes a lot of these issues I go month to month and I just get lost. Sometimes I have to go back and reread it. New Mutants, still picking that up. Didn't get to reading this one yet today. Ooh, Fuchsia Only. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for hanging out. Comic Book Poser. Hey, thanks for being here, man. Yeah, if you want to add anything, I'm pretty sure you and I have very similar tastes, and you and I probably have very similar pull lists. I might trim mine down a little more than what you do, but oh yeah. Time for some more coffee. Yeah, moving on to Marvel. Guardians of the Galaxy. I already moved on to Marvel. New Mutants, I didn't read it yet. Guardians of the Galaxy, I've got it sitting here ready to read. I got through basically half my pull list this morning, reading-wise. And then about time to head into work. Yeah, it's Wednesday already, I know. New Comic Book Day Wednesday, though, makes the week worthwhile. Cable, number 4. I finally remember to email my LCS and say, please drop this from my pull. I'm not saying this is what sometimes you just got to trim the fat, right? You got so many polls going on. You got so many things that you want to read. There's only so much time in the day. There's only so much money. I do want to revisit this later on. And I want to, after I see how far they take it. But as far as keeping this in my monthly or in my polls, I'm going to drop it. I already emailed them. We'll see where that's at later. Maybe I'll find the rest in dollar bins or something like that. Who knows? Down the road. And then my last floppy copy. Thor 5, third printing. Yeah, I mean, I almost pre-ordered one of the Virgin variants that you saw emails about and all this other stuff. But I stuck with just the cover A. Pretty slick cover. I thought, being a completionist collector, wanting to get all the printings and all this other stuff would be really cool. And sometimes there's it's a little more exclusive. They underprint them. There was over 100 copies of this at my LCS alone today. So this got printed heavily or got ordered heavily is my guess. I don't expect this to be shooting up in price, but oh man, is that cover super cool. Love it. Those are my copies for the week. Like I said, my pick of the week is definitely We Only Find Them When They're Dead. Can't wait to see where that goes. Definitely adding that to my polls. Probably not going to go crazy and get all the extra covers or something like that because I know a lot of those indies will sometimes run cover A's, cover B's, and incentives all the way through. I'm just going to pick up cover A for that, see where it goes. And then one of my special orders finally made it in. And I'd been waiting for this for quite some time. I'm a huge Declan Shelby fan when it comes to his art. And when I heard about this story, it's called Injection. I ordered the hardcover. Super big book. Looking forward to it. The premise of this story is it's a group of scientists that do something that puts the world into like a end of the world situation or post-apocalyptic situation. And the scientists have to come back together to try and save the world. So it's a bit of sci-fi, a little bit of thriller, a little bit of, like I said, I'm a huge Declan Shelby fan when it comes to his art. So I ordered that probably 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago, and it finally came in. That's going to fall over. Looking forward to reading that here soon. But yeah, that's my Wednesday. Decent week for sci-fi. In fact, a huge week for sci-fi. Love it. There's a lot of other books out there that are great that I either didn't see at my LCS or I just browsed right over them. There's a lot more DC stuff out there that people are talking about. But those are my gets. What's everybody else excited for this week? DMP, you hoping to get to your LCS this weekend? Awesome. Injection, I'll let you know how it is. I won't spoil it for you by any means. Yeah. We'll see what's in store for next week. And don't forget, it's Wednesday. So if you're doing any sort of FOC order, and you got a few more days for next Monday. But if you look online, the FOC list would have changed Tuesday morning, maybe Tuesday afternoon. I don't know how early they change it, but that's it, man. Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Can't wait to see what everybody else thinks about these books as they get through them today and they get to reading them. I'm looking forward to everybody else dropping their content later on today, tonight, tomorrow. What site do I use? Previews World. You can go right to their main website and you can go on, I think it's the ordering or something like that. And there's a drop-down menu that goes to their FOC section and it'll tell you what's on FOC for this upcoming Monday. I forget when DC is. Saturday? Sunday? Friday? I don't know. But hey, Burke family, thanks for stopping in. I'll run through these one more time really quick. I was saying it was a huge sci-fi week, which was awesome. I picked up book 2 or issue 2 of Alien, the original screenplay. Huge Alien fan, so I enjoyed this quite a bit. That was the first thing I read this morning. Ton of fun. It's just different enough to feel like a different story, even though it's just the original screenplay. I didn't grab Firepower 3, and I don't know why. I'm kind of waiting to see what other people are going to say about it. Hey, Slim Comics. Thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, Firepower 3, I'm probably going to have to go back and grab that. There were quite a few copies at my LCS. But Alien, then I found a copy of Reborn at my LCS, so I got it in their auction a week or two ago, and it was in my pulls. So I grabbed that, read that. This was really good, actually. I've heard that from plenty of people, but then I actually got to read it this week. Both covers of Die. Like I said, I got to sit down and read this via the trade. Ooh, Firepower 3 sold out at distributor level. Interesting. Good to know. Thanks, man. Thanks for the heads up. Both covers of Die. Like I said, I've got to go back and read Die in a trade format and read an entire arc or an entire group of books in one shot. Going month to month, I kind of struggle keeping up with what's going on in that story because there's so many layers and levels of what's going on. Then Sea of Stars is back. Enjoyed that quite a bit. Love what Jason Aaron's doing with this. Glad to have him back. Yeah, that's a bit of a Punisher fix. I love Punisher, man. I love everything Punisher. And then my pick of the week, We Only Find Them When They're Dead. I enjoyed this quite a bit. Really like where they're going with that. Really like the premise and the idea. I say everybody should at least take a look at it. Flip through it at your LCS. Pick it up if you're a sci-fi. If you're a sci-fi fan, just pick it up on the fact that it's sci-fi and it's good. Johnny 5 Live, holy shit, indeed. We are here Wednesday afternoon. Appreciate it, man. But then, yeah, through Marvel, the Thor 5 third printing. Cable 4 I grabbed, and I emailed them finally today and said, hey, please drop it. I got to trim the fat a little bit. I got to cut back on my Wednesday pulls. It's about time. There's just not enough time in one day. Guardians of the Galaxy 6. Still keep it on with that. New Mutants, what was this, 12? Yes, New Mutants 12. And Batman 98. So, pretty happy all in all with this week. Lots of cool stuff to read. I made it through about half of my pull list this morning, reading it. Pretty happy that my LCS opens up as early as they do so I can grab everything, come back home, sit down, read, eat lunch, do this with you guys for 10, 15 minutes, hang out. We all say the same thing. And yeah, I know. I've been saying it every week. And then I told my wife, I'm like, hey, I don't have as big of a pull list this week. I've only got about $30 maybe. Well, and then the $50 hardcover that I ordered 3 months ago decided to show up this week too. And I was like, ooh. So yeah, Injection. Like I said, I'm a huge Declan Shelby fan. This is kind of, my understanding is a little sci-fi, a little thriller. So I'm very interested in checking this out. That was my week. Exactly. Too many comics, not enough time. That's Strong Guy build figure set. I got to look into that. Maybe shoot me a link if you got a minute. Too many comics, not enough time. Yo, yeah, Space. Gray Man. I still laugh at your top 5 or your top 10 comics for D-Runk. That was pretty slick, man. Old Wolf, hey, you're not late, man. I just ran through everything twice, though. Catch the replay. I'm going to keep this under 20 minutes for everybody on the replay watching it today, but I'm looking forward to Old Wolf, what you got coming in and what you're going to be reading. I like it when you get on there, too. Your reads are pretty similar to mine. I like hearing your opinion on what you're seeing every week. But everybody, hey, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. I really enjoy talking comics with you guys. Love New Comic Book Day Wednesday. Yeah, look forward to everybody's content tonight and tomorrow. So I'm going to go and call it a day here and hightail on out to work. So I'm going to go peace out. I'm going to go pinkies out. And I'm going to catch you all on the flip side for the next video. Peace.